Next to the Malaysia Pavilion is the Singapore Pavilion, yet another striking architecture which the designer says it can sing like a music box. We catch up with the designer who tells us what this magnificent pavilion is all about.
Before we design this within ourselves, in our team, we have brainstorming of what Singapore is about, how Singaporeans are being perceived by outsiders. People's perception of Singapore tends to be a very systematic one, if you like, a bit boring. So this time when we designed the pavilion, we want to reveal the other side of Singapore, a Singaporean. In fact, the last 10 to 20 years, there are lots of new talents emerging in Singapore. They are very much involved in the sort of like creative field, be it sort of like animation or video or pop song or writing and all that. My team this time would like to bring the subculture of Singapore that we like to bring this time to Shanghai.
The two-story 3,000 square meters pavilion with the theme of Urban Symphony looks like a huge music box.
The musical box is also a harmony of a place which is a city-state that has been dealing with racial harmony, for instance. Therefore, we have like only 4 columns of different sizes. And the people harmony with nature, for instance, we are going to introduce landscaping on the site as well as on the rooftop. Because we think of plants, gardens, we relate to rural area. And the future of city actually is to do with how you deal with and cope with the nature around you. The concept of musical box also relates to, other than harmony, rhythm, and on the facade we have these lines, and if you look closely, they are musical notes. So that contribute to the aesthetic of the building as well. And rhythm is to do with city pace of life. Rhythm also to do with aura. As you know, throughout the past World Expos, the appearance of the pavilions has always been the main key attraction. But this time, other than the look of it, I hope this building will emit sound. So from far away in the square or somewhere, maybe within a Malaysia Pavilion, you can hear kind of like attractive tune that you don't quite know where it's from, and gradually you realize is coming out from Singapore Pavilion.
Singapore has its unique culture and history as well. It's not only a modern city, but it seems that we are expecting the Singapore Pavilion to be a modern one.
It is modern as well as future looking, but there are lots of traditional elements in it, like the way we are handling the natural ventilation through study of the flow of air and all that, which in the past our Peranakan house, our courtyard houses, our 5-foot way already have the knowledge, which we interpret in a modern manner, because I think it's important for architects to understand the past, to digest the knowledge, and then comes out with something that is inventive and move forward to the future.
There will be many impressive architectural works at the World Expo. How do you attract the visitors to the Singapore Pavilion?
I think it's important that we relate to people that is outside Singapore, not only China, but maybe all over the world. Like all the architecture that I've done in the past, perhaps the reader will be very familiar with is the Kinokuniya in KLCC. When I go there, I see people reading on the floors, on the stairs, on the counter, on the bench. I feel very rewarded. I think similarly in this World Expo, I hope the visitor will appreciate not only the architecture, the environment, the content, but most of all, the message of the pavilion that is to do with better city, better life. How we move away from chasing materialistic means, but moving towards living intelligently with the city, with the people, as well as with nature.
Together with over 80 pavilions at the World Expo in Shanghai, the Singapore Pavilion will surely delight visitors with its novel concept and design. The 150-year-old Expo is a large-scale, non-commercial exposition aimed at exploring the full potential of urban life in the 21st century. Catch all the Expo actions from May 1st to October 31st in the dynamic metropolis of Shanghai.